What up, guys? It's NoChainzz, and I'm back for another commentary, and this is a Madden 13 demo. And I know 1,000,001 other commentators have posted this already, so I'm not going to do an impressions video. I may speak on certain new things as I see them in this video, but it won't be a I thought this, I thought that type of thing. But I'm going to let you guys watch the beginning presentation if you haven't seen it already. So to get back to the commentary, skip to around 158.
The anticipation is mounting here as both sides get set for this matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Washington Redskins here at FedEx Field.
Hello friends, Jim Nance alongside Phil Simms. And Phil, we've prepared for this game by talking to the players and the coaches. What do you expect?
Jim, just talking to the coaches, talking to both of them, how fired up they were. So if the coaches are that fired up, can you imagine how the players are going to be? Their emotions are going to be at sky-high level. That means we are going to have a hard-hitting game. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
You don't want to hear about these quarterbacks managing the game.
And here's why I hate it, Jim. Because no matter how they play, they'll say, if they win, they'll go, well, he managed the game well. And then if they lose, well, he can't make enough plays. He's just a game manager, so no matter what these quarterbacks do, it will not be good enough for the fans and the media who cover it.
Alright guys, as you can see, the matchup that we'll be playing today is RG3 and the Washington Redskins at FedEx Field versus the Seattle Seahawks. And this is, I'm not a Redskins fan, but it's definitely my favorite stadium, seeing so it's the only one I've been to because my school is literally 5 minutes away from this stadium. But I'm not going to talk too much about different stuff, but I'm playing this on All Madden with the Redskins. This is my second time playing the actual demo, and the first time I played on All Madden, it was definitely ridiculous. I got blown out, but I was using the Seahawks, and I'm not sure how that went. But on third down, he throws it deep in Jackson. I don't know who that is, but he catches a pick and gets us to around the 40-yard line. But I really like how this game won't let you cut through your own players. With this game, I think what might have been a focal point for them is that there's going to be no person going through person like a ghost or a phantom or some shit. But yeah, so right off the bat, I start my offense off rocky. My defense plays well early on, but I start off rocky. And look at that right there. They're like falling on top of each other and not just going through each other. And that's what I really like. It really adds realism to this. But this does not add realism, as Matt Flynn breaks a few tackles to get down to about midfield. And yeah, but I like this game though. So far, is really good. I mean, every year it starts off that All Madden is really hard, and then as you get farther into the gaming with it or playing the game, All Madden becomes a little too easy, so then you want to adjust the sliders. But yeah, that's how it always is for me. But I throw a pick right here with RG3. I am not making RG3 look good at all, but guess what? He's gonna come and make the tackle. So we stopped them around the 4-yard line, and we're going to see if they can score. And Matt Flynn is back, and he gets, oh no, he breaks a tackle. Yeah, he does get sacked by Brian Wright. Right there, you see how he gets kind of held up on the back of his offensive lineman's leg. See, look, you're going to see it again. I really like that. It really makes it realistic for me. And that's one of the main things I like to, implement in my videos and my franchises on previous Madden is like the realism. I really wanted to, the more Madden simulates real life, the more I'll like it. And I know football is a very hard sport to simulate, And speaking of simulate, I like to play simulation style Madden football games because it's a lot more realistic in my opinion. But I'm down 3-0, and Hankerson misses that catch. I'm not good with the user yet, so I have to learn to let the computer do that. And Matt Flynn scrambling again, and he finally slides with 16 seconds to go in the half. They're going to try and get a touchdown or a field goal, depending on what I allow them to. And he gets sacked again. Brian Orakpo is a straight up beast. That might be my favorite player on the Redskins. Funny thing is, I end up hating the Redskins when people from my school say ignorant things. Like, for example, somebody told me, I don't know if you guys remember I think his name Mike Sellers, the fullback for the Redskins. Somebody told me this man been to 10 damn Pro Bowls. 10. And I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? He has not been to 10 Pro Bowls. But I mean, I like RG3, and I like some of the players on the defense. I really like Orakpo, and I really like London Fletcher. But because people say stupid stuff, it ends up making me I end up always arguing against the Redskins. So I end up not liking them. But back to this gameplay, because I didn't make this video for you guys to hear me talk about why I don't like the Redskins. But yeah, so in the third quarter, I learned that I should manage the game instead of trying to go for the big play all the time. And on the QB sneak, that was something I wanted to see if they fixed this year, because if you're inches and you have a QB sneak, that's pretty much an automatic gain of that first down. So a lot of people abuse that. And on 2nd and goal, RG3 rushes for a touchdown to get us on the board and get the first touchdown of the game. And right there, you can see the paint or the whatever they put on the grass to mark the yard lines on his arm. And like I keep mentioning, that definitely adds realism for me. And me myself as a gamer, I like to see that. I like to see a lot of realism. And I know it's like the 10th time I've said that word in this game or in this commentary. But we go up 7-3, and on 3rd down, Marshawn Lynch cannot get the first down, so they end up punting to Brandon Banks. Definitely a inexplosive punt returner. He's had a few touchdowns over the years. I think he's only been in the league for about 3 or 4 years. Not even 4, about 2 or 3. But Young, the fullback, gets this touchdown after getting a few really good blocks from the receivers and tight ends. And that will bring our point total to 14 with less than 3 minutes to go in the game. So I'm right on the cusp of getting my first win on All Madden, and I think I really need this practice because I'm going to a release day tournament for a cash prize. I think it goes to whatever the pot is, the pay-in amount from everybody who joins. So I'm gonna try and win some money and a free copy. But anyway, Matt Flynn goes, and I try to user pick that one. Not a good idea because I'm not that sick with it yet. But I will be. I promise you I will be. But Tate catches this one, tries to spin but steps out of bounds. And they're trying to get a touchdown to bring this game within 4. And Baldwin catches a first down pass to get them to the 23-yard line. And Matt Flynn is running to hurry up. He goes deep one last time. And I learned that I shouldn't use the cornerback, so I just let the All Madden computer do it. And Matt Flynn can't find anybody, and I believe that's Kerrigan on the sack. He's a straight up beast too. I think the Redskins made a really good move by getting him, drafting him a year ago. And a lot of people thought they should have took a quarterback, but they didn't. But Matt Flynn finds somebody for an incomplete pass, or he saw somebody. But they're going to try the onside kick after getting a field goal. And guess what? They get it. So they have the ball with only an 8-point deficit. And Marshawn Lynch wants to score a touchdown. And he's breaking tackles all over the place. And he ends up getting tackled out of the bounds. And we have an injured player. And Matt Flynn is back again, constantly getting pressured. And look at that sack right there. No homosexual stuff intended. That sounded funny. Look at that sack right there. But Sidney Rice drops that pass nonetheless, and on 3rd down, he catches that one, but he fumbles it, and Brandon Merriweather, the expatriate, is going to take this one backwards for about 5 yards. But guess what? You guys knew that wasn't a fumble. They review it, and it's going to turn out to be Seahawks ball at the spot of the tackle. And I didn't get the whole challenge animation because I was anxious and I skipped it. But Miller is wide open. So they have 18 seconds on the clock, and they could score, and they could go for 2. That's their only option. Let's see if they can do it. And they have 2 timeouts, so they're definitely setting up to do that. And they get stopped around the 10-yard line, and they decide to run it, and they burn their last timeout. So this play will be the last play of the game, and they run it again, and those physics help me out, and they're going to try to call the hurry up, but guess what? It's going to be too late. And when I say those physics help me out, I mean that in the last Madden, he would be able to walk through his lineman and get into the end zone. But his own lineman tripped him up, and our D-line definitely played a big part in this game. So I ended up winning my first game on All Madden. Definitely feels good. It's the first game I've ever won Madden 13 gameplay, so that's definitely good. And I did it with a hometown team. I'm not too happy about that. I wish I could have done it with my Bengals, but hey, anyway. RG3 is definitely a great player in this game. I think he proved a lot of people that he could be poised in the pocket, amongst other things, in that one preseason game. But coming up, you're going to see this feature. You can share your results on Twitter and Facebook. But that's all I have for this video. If you're new to my channel, you can go ahead and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next video, which will most likely be a Rick Moss video.